Breaking news, my lovely, wonderful people. Olusegun Obasanjo rethink democracy stands as he takes on critical decision with regards to what has been going on recently. Well, my lovely people, you can see for yourself that indeed, indeed, there are things you thought were just there, but really and sincerely speaking, the matter and the issue on ground is a very serious one, and every single one of us needs to understand, where we are going with. Olusegun Obasanjo had to call, Tinubu and tell him this refinery, it would be nice for it to work. Let's see what's going on with all of this. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Olusegun Obasanjo rethinks democracy stance as he takes critical decision. Storm over, Obasanjo rethinks democracy. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo is no less worried about the ugly development and shared his concern in an interview with Cables. Asked what type of democracy would work for us in Africa, Obasanjo replied, "I don't know. We have seen that the liberal type of democracy as practiced in the West will not work in Africa and for us. No, we have to tailor ours to what suits us and to what works for us. For now, this is not what works. We have to put our hands together and ensure that we understand our frame, then work from there. We have put our heads together, the former Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, the leader of All Progressive Congress, a ruling party at the federal level, weighed in Obasanjo's stance, saying today, I read a message by the former President Olusegun Obasanjo's interview saying our liberal democracy is not working and we need to revisit it. I agree with him totally, completely. We must move from political alternatives. I think we are almost at the dead end of it all, and we need to rethink this. What we need is alternative politics. And my own notion of alternative politics is that you can't have 35% of the votes and think 100%. It won't work. We must look at proportional responsibility and representation so that the party that is said to have won 21% of the votes will have 21% of the government. Adversary politics being divided, anonymity and package of intimidation is reduced. We must understand this. We must know that the West democracy is not working for us in Africa. We must know that we are a different breed. I said this, I said that was a new phenomenon in Africa. I said it in 1999. Advocate that if we are not a government backed by the constitution, you should be suspended from the African Union. And the chiefs and all said I was looking out for something else. We have a different way and approach to life, which the West see differently. But when you speak, they say you are trying to get on your own way. So this is what is happening. Olusegun Obasanjo has, spoken in terms of what is going on in Nigeria, in Africa, and in his own submission, really sincerely speaking, he says this liberal democracy does not think in his own mind, though, that it is for Africa, that it is for Nigeria, that we need to find our own shape and tailor it. The former governor of Ekiti State also weighed in saying that in his own submission, he feels when an election is done and the people have voted, we should look at the proportion and ensure that the people, the governance is divided in such a way. I don't know how that will work anyway, but he said he thinks that that would be a way, an approach in ensuring that, our democracy is sustained and we are putting in, our very best to ensure that we do what is needed and necessary. So he said, looking at the whole scenario and the whole everything that is happening right now, you cannot have 31%. Okay. I mean, even in school, that's a fail. and you want to govern everybody. He said the enmity is there. The people are not wishing you well. They are not looking at you favorably. To start with, you are starting on a minus because the people are not even happy. He said, but if, for instance, somebody has gotten 21, according to him, and the person have a leverage of 21% governance, another person have another percent, and the person have a particular percent of governance, he said that will help the African democracy. But the problem he feels very strongly that we are having is that we want to do the West kind of, the West kind of thing. That's what we want to do. And that is what is getting us into trouble. That's what is getting us into trouble. So we need to understand it that we are different. We're a different shape and understand our shape. We need to understand that we are a different shape and begin to, work according to what suits us so that together we can make a whole lot of difference and, Nigeria, Africa can be a better place. That he has studied it, that he made mention of this some time ago. And guess what? They turned it on him saying he was looking for something else. He was trying to create something that was not there. All simply put, because he said, the West kind of education cannot work for us. So you see, these are some of the things that are going on, and every single person can see that indeed, okay, indeed, for this nation and for things to go on and for things to be different, we need to understand who we are, because in understanding who you are, you're able to appropriate and understand things better and do things differently. You can't wait for somebody else to come and do it for you. So these are some of the things that are happening, and then we all need to understand it and ensure that we do everything humanly speaking possible to change the course of this nation, to put us in a better state and in a better position that will work for us. Yes? So it is what it is. Please don't forget, you have a voice. So we are here together to make sure that this nation works for us. Every single one of us must do all that is needed, necessary, and we must put things in place to ensure that we do not leave our nation in the hands of those who have no iota of concern with regards to national building in terms of true reality in the name of what it really is. So please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. From us is bye for now.